Now to take a good practice of what we just learned, I have this example 6 and there are cases A, B, C, D, E. I am going to take all these 5 cases. They are all handleable by you. First case where you have 1 microfarad, 3 microfarad, 2 microfarad and 6 microfarad. And here is 5 microfarad. Find the potential difference, find the equivalent capacitance between A and B. So in this arrangement, you can see 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 6. So if I take this ratio, I'll say 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 6, 1 by 2. It's a balanced Wheatstone bridge. And because it is a balanced Wheatstone bridge, we can neglect this C5. And now if I'm looking for what is the equivalent capacitance, I can say 1 and 3 are in series, 2 and 6 are in series. So for these two, I'll have 1 by C1 is equal to 1 by 1 plus 1 by 3, 3 plus 1, so C1 would be 3 by 4. Similarly for these, 1 by C2 is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6, so 6, 3 plus 1, C2 is 6 by 4. So if you are looking for the equivalent, you are having finally 3 by 4 microfarad and here 6 by 4 microfarad. So C equivalent will be 9 by 4 microfarad or 2.25 microfarad. This is case A. Case B. Let's take case B. In case B, you have 1 microfarad, 2 microfarad, 5 microfarad, 3 microfarad and 6 microfarad. This is between A and B. Here it is also exactly same. 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 6. So what is cancelable is this 5 microfarad. You can ignore this 5 microfarad. So you are left with only 1 and 3 in series, 2 and 6 in series, and the C equivalent here will be again 2.25 microfarad like we have done earlier. Let's take case C here. In case C, this is 2 microfarad, this is 5 microfarad, this is 3 microfarad. And here across you have 1 microfarad and here across you have 6 microfarad. This is A and this is B. Let's call it Q and P. Here again you have the similar ratio like 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 6. So it's a balanced Wheatstone bridge. What is cancelable is this 5 microfarad. So you can leave this, and as a result, what we are getting is the arrangement as shown here. Now 1 and 3 are in series, 2 and 6 are in series. This 5 microfarad has no significance. So here once again you will have C equivalent, which is 2.25 microfarad. It is the same thing. 1, 3 in series, 2, 6 in series. So exactly same calculations in the first three cases. So in these three ABC, you have just compared the three possible representation of the same Wheatstone bridge. Let's take case D here. Taking case D, we are told there is one C here, there is one C here, there is one C here. If there was nothing else, they were in series, but we have a short circuiting wire across them. So I have just proved they are in parallel. Even we can compare it with a potential case. We can compare it as though we have connected it to the battery. You can check. Maybe here there is a potential of 50 volt, here there is a potential of 0 volt. If this is 50 volt, over here I have a potential of 50 volt, and everywhere on this I have a potential of 50 volt. It means this is also at 50 volt and this is also at 50 volt. And this is also at 50 volt. So there are 3 points which are at 50 volt. There are 3 plates which are at 50 volt. This one, and this one. They are at 50 volt. Similarly, the other side which is 0 volt. Let me show 0 volt by red. This is 0 volt. It means this is already at 0 volt, this is already at 0 volt, and this is already at 0 volt. It means I have got 3 plates on the 3 capacitors at 0 volt each. This one, and this one. They are at 0 volt. Of all the 3 capacitors, one plate is at 0 volt. And all the 3 capacitors, one plate is at 50 volt. It means they are obviously in parallel. So C equivalent will be C plus C plus C, that is 3C. Other way of comparing with Wheatstone bridge I have just shown. Now I come to case D. In case D, we are told you have a capacitance C here, you have a capacitance C here, you have a capacitance C here, and you have a short circuiting wire. Now over here, I have something new to discuss. That is, if I take this as P and this as Q, then can I say even in this arrangement Vp is equal to Vq? Whatever is the potential of this end, say this is 0 volt. So if it is 0 volt, here also it will be 0 volt. And there is not a potential drop here, there is not a potential drop here. So Vp is equal to Vq, both are going to be 0 volt. It means P and Q are at the same potential, this capacitor is negligible, ignorable. There will be no charge flowing into this. Charge always flows through the shortest path, through the easiest path. So this is easiest path, no charge will flow through it. They are at the same potential, thus this C4, this one is ignorable here, and if I ignore it, it is like this. And in this arrangement, 2C are in parallel, so C equivalent will be C plus C, that is 2C. So that's how I have taken 5 cases in this example 6. They are confirming your concept of Wheatstone bridge. Now taking a little further, I take this question number 7. It is also have some inclusion of the concept on Wheatstone bridge that we have learned earlier, like A part. In part A, we have got 3 capacitors C, C and C, and they are connected like this. So you know they are going to be in parallel. But then further, with these 3 capacitors, we are given 1, 2 and 3, some more capacitors, and over here this wire is again short circuited. So this is C and this is C. This is A and this is B. Now if I look at this, I can say certainly this wire it's short circuiting these two C. So I can, if potential of here is P, here also the potential should be Vp only, because there is hardly any potential drop, because it is a parallel wire going through that. So the whole arrangement I can compare like this, C, C and C, and yes, they are in parallel, no problem, but then these two are negligible because this is a short circuiting wire and then you have C and this is B. Now the equivalent of them will be obviously 3C and then you have C. And for them the 1 over C equivalent will be 1 by 3C plus 1 by C, 3C, 1 plus 3. So C equivalent comes out to be 3C by 4. This is case 1. Let's take case B from here. Case B is you have a capacitance C here, you have a capacitance C here, you have a capacitance C here, and a capacitor C, but there is no such fifth capacitor. It is just connected here. This is A, this is B. If there was a fifth capacitor, I would have cancelled this middle one. But it is not there. So I can just stretch this wire. I can call it P, I can call it Q. I can connect Q and B together. So it should be written like C. This is P, this is C, and there is B. I have kept them like that. But then I am just going to keep it C here and C here, and they are all connected to point B. Here Q and B are taken because it is simply a wire, there will be no potential drop. So Q and B can be connected to the same. Now if you look at all this, what we can find is this C and C are in parallel. So I can further simplify it C and 2C, and here it is C. The equivalent of them will be 2C by 3. So this is 2C by 3 and here it is C. So the C equivalent comes out to be 2C by 3 plus C, 5C by 3, and that is our second answer. Now case C is very special. Here you have A, C connected here, then you have two capacitors here, C and C. You have a capacitor C here, you have a capacitance C on this side. This is B and you have a capacitance C. Now here one thing you may make a mistake, and that is you may treat this part as a Wheatstone bridge. But remember, for this part as a Wheatstone bridge, it is not a Wheatstone bridge, because in a Wheatstone bridge A and B should be so connected. A should be here and B should be here. But if you compare here, across this, over here, if this is P and this is Q, if I treat this P and this Q, so from Q to B, it is simply a wire. From Q to B, it is simply a wire. And other side also, between P and A, yes, there is a capacitance. But then between B and here, there is something connected between B and A here. So it doesn't seems to be a Wheatstone bridge. Now in order to have a proper idea of this, I have taken this diagram. Like, what we have done is that to this A and to this B, because B was simply a wire here, so we have taken the B here, and because all the three are the same point, so I can show this C here, I can show this C here, and I can show this C here. Then I have a capacitance here C, and I have a capacitance here C. And then from A we have this, so I can show A here, and I can say yes, between A and this we have a parallel capacitance C. So either you compare, either you take it this way or you take it this way. Now in this arrangement, where is the fifth capacitor? What can be removed? Where is the Wheatstone bridge? If you look at the Wheatstone bridge here, I will show B further. Somewhere here, this is B, this is A. The Wheatstone bridge would be, as here it is more comfortable, this is connected to B, so this can't be removed. Over here it is. This is going to be P and this is going to be Q. So the one which is removable is this one. And if I remove this one, then the things are very clear. What we can see is that C and C are in series. This is C by 2 and this is C. So between A, we have one side C, one side C by 2, and here it is again C by 2. This is between A and B. And all three in parallel, so C equivalent will be C plus C by 2 plus C by 2, and thus it is 2C. So this is case C here,